Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. The William Pace Show, asking the questions you want to ask, getting the answers everyone wants to know. It's a new season of the William Pace Show. We're raising the bar with more commitment to educate, inform, encourage, inspire, empower, and help you have your best life. Everyone deserves to have their best life. I'm just staying the course. Here we go.
Hello, I'm William Pace, and welcome to the William Pace Show. Tonight, I'll be talking with Gene Farkas, who is the Executive Director of the Dayton Area Heart and Cancer Association, a local organization that creates programs and facilities focused on preventing many types of cancer and heart disease. This wonderful organization has been serving the Dayton area since 1950 and sponsors such things as workplace health programs and screenings. In addition, they have 2 facilities in the area that offer exercise and fitness for mature adults and people with medical conditions. If you or your loved one is at risk for cancer or heart disease, you shouldn't miss this information. That's coming up on the William Pace Show. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Hello, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. My guest is Gene Farkas from the Dayton Area Heart and Cancer Association. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, you have a wide background in social services.
Yes, I do.
I remember you from the days of was it the Miami Valley Council on Aging?
Initially, it was the Montgomery County Council on Aging, and I was director there, and then later with the Area Agency on Aging. And then I worked for the Franciscan Medical Center for a number of years, running a wellness program for seniors. So I have an extensive background in working with older people and with health and wellness.
So that must have played a part in you becoming the executive director for the Dayton Area Heart and Cancer Association.
Absolutely, it did. It was a very attractive position to me. Heart disease and cancer are the 2 leading causes of death and disability in this country. And I have a lot of heart disease in my own family, so it's something very close to my heart, so to speak. And it's a wonderful, wonderful organization with lots of opportunities, so I'm very pleased to be working there now.
So what drew you to the social service field, would you say? You like helping people and doing a work in the lives of people then?
Yes, I do. I guess I've always worked in a helping professions, and it's very important for me to be able to give back into the community and help people live healthier lives. My interest in health has spanned over many years, and I really like being able to give people the kind of information they need to take charge of their health and to really be proactive. We can go into a physician and say, give me a pill or take something out, just cure me. But you have a much better chance, I think, of being healthy in the long run if you take charge of your health and are really proactive and work in partnership with your healthcare providers. And that's where Dayton Area Heart and Cancer Association comes in. We are in a position to do that.
And you have a lot of services that you offer to the community, and a lot of people aren't aware of the many services that are available to them. I know that you have an exercise program right next to the main office. Tell us a little bit about the exercise program that you have.
Okay, we actually have 2 fitness centers. And this was an opportunity to get into an area where not only do we do screenings where we tell people, here you have a problem, but now we're able to provide people with ways to address that problem. And of course, exercise is a big factor in both heart disease and cancer. So the 134 Center is located next to our main office on Ziegler Street. Its address is 134 Ziegler Street. And we started that about 4 years ago. And then about 1.5 years ago, we opened up another fitness center at 1530 Needmore. And we have fitness as well as cardiac rehab at that center. And what we do at these fitness centers is provide a very safe, comfortable, affordable atmosphere for people to exercise in. So we often get people in who have health problems and really are uneasy about exercising, or maybe they just haven't done it before and they really don't want to go someplace where they're working out with Arnold Schwarzenegger types or something like that. So we have very well-trained staff. They're trained in CPR and first aid. They're trained. We have the automatic external defibrillators on site, and our staff are trained to use them. So it's very safe. We've never had to use them, but it gives people a sense of security. Yes, and we work very closely with them.
Do you think that, well, I guess it is, physical exercise is very important in the preventative stages of heart problems?
It's important to prevent heart disease. If you have risk factors for heart disease, exercise is a very important thing to do. Also for cancer, there are a number of cancers that they feel exercise is also important. But even if people do have those diseases, even if you are diagnosed with heart disease, then exercise is one of the things that can help you lead a healthier life and prevent you from having to go through surgery or a heart attack.
So either way, as a preventative measure or as a maintaining state, it would help you to exercise and so forth.
Exactly.
A lot of people have a problem with exercising.
Yes.
They don't have that motivation to get going.
That's right.
Do you find that is a problem?
Sure.
To get people exercising today?
It is a problem to get people to walk through the door. But once people come in, they've made a decision for one reason or another. Many times there's an incident. There's something that makes people afraid. You've been diagnosed with high cholesterol, for example, or your blood pressure is high. And that's a wake-up call. And so that's often the motivation for people to come in. Sometimes people have a great deal of foresight, and maybe they have disease history in their family, and so they say, you know, I don't want to end up where Dad ended up or Mom ended up, and they'll come in. And once people get going, you know, they tend to stay. It's just, I think, making that first step of walking through the door and
getting started. But once they get started, then they love it then.
They do, because fairly quickly they start to feel better. And so then just the aspect of feeling better gets people to come back. I think it's hard today for people to find time. We're all really busy.
I think
And
that's the exact truth, because people are working
Right,
8 to
right.
9 hours a day, and then they have a
Right.
home life, and
Right,
then
right.
so where do you find the time?
Right. That's the issue. But you know, your health depends on it, and you might
Right.
not be able to spend that quality time with your family, or you might not be able to work 8 hours a day if you have a heart attack or have to have surgery.
Yeah. Then
So
that takes priority then over other things. Then your health takes
Right,
priority over
right.
work, over family.
Right.
Then
it should, but it doesn't always. Sometimes people have to end up in a crisis before
they
you know,
realize
they
that.
make that decision.
What makes Dayton Area Heart and Cancer Association different from a lot of the other social service organizations in this area?
Okay, that's a good question. We provide services directly into this community. We're totally local as opposed to some organizations. So whenever people give charitable contributions to us, they know that money is going to be used in this area, in their own community. And we provide a whole range, a very comprehensive range of prevention, early detection, prevention, health education, and lifestyle services.
Let's talk about a little bit
Okay.
about those services.
Okay.
You say preventative
Right.
services, such as, I guess, of course, the exercise, and what else?
Right. We have screening programs which help people to know whether they have a problem or not. And we have a healthy business program which we go into businesses. We'll go right on site and do screenings. We do the cholesterol, blood pressure, glucose, body fat. We also do the PSA test, which is for prostate cancer, and we have the colorectal cancer kits. And so we can do that on site. We go to senior centers, other community agencies, and that helps people to understand that they have a problem. And then we provide a whole range of things that can help people. We have, as we talked about, the fitness centers. We also do nutritional counseling. Diet is a very important part of both heart disease and cancer. We have a program called Conscious Living, which is a 10-week lifestyle program that deals with diet, exercise, stress, which is an important factor in people's health. We often don't recognize that. And also there's a group support component in that, because it's very important to feel connected to other people, and that's an important part of people's health too.
So stress can play an important
Absolutely.
part in heart problems then?
Yes, and cancer.
And cancer
It can
too.
affect your immune system.
Wow.
Stress can make your place a burden on your heart and increases your blood pressure. It actually increases cholesterol. It can increase glucose if you have diabetic problem. Stress has major factors. So
What percent would you say of heart problems stem from stress?
you know, I would go out on a limb and say that probably stress is a factor in almost all diseases.
Really?
Obviously, there are genetic factors with both heart disease and cancer, and if you have it in your family, you know, you have a predisposition. But if your lifestyle, you know, we have some opportunity with lifestyle issues, the way we exercise, the exercise we get, and what we eat, and the amount of stress in our lives. And I think that stress is a major impact. We lead very stressful lives today.
You know, and I think that is so true. That is so true. More with Gene Farkas when we return. Stay with us. Hi, I'm William Pace, and we're back talking with Gene Farkas, the Executive Director for the Dayton Area Heart and Cancer Association. And before we went to break, we were talking about several of the health preventative measures for people to, you know, avoid getting cancer and so forth. And do you think that early testing is the key to prevent cancer from spreading and becoming worse?
Early detection is very important. Just generally leading a healthy lifestyle is also very important.
Is the key.
Right, but the screening will tell you if there is a problem. And it can identify risk factors that you can change. You can reduce your risk. If, for example, your cholesterol is high or blood pressure is high, then it's a wake-up call to look at some of those lifestyle issues and see your doctor and work with your healthcare professionals. So it's an important step. But all of us, whether we get screened or not, should be leading as healthy lifestyles as we can. It isn't always easy.
But for high cholesterol, I think now they can control that by taking a pill for that.
There is medication. Yes,
you know.
that's true, and many people do that, and for many people that's the only option. Some people genetically just produce their own cholesterol, but we also see a lot of people who do not need to be on medication, and there are side effects of all medication. So many people can reduce their medication or maybe eliminate their need for it just through lifestyle, through really paying attention to their diet and exercising and stress.
I want to talk about the prostate cancer too. You know, why is it that so many men are having problems just going and get checked out for this?
Well, we do the blood test. We do not do the physical exams. We do the blood test, which is fairly simple. It's a blood draw. We just take blood once and they can get the cholesterol as well as the PSA test done. And it's not necessarily, if you have a high reading, it doesn't necessarily mean cancer, but it is a sign that you need to go to your doctor and be tested further. I think when it comes to cancer that we're all frightened of that, and sometimes we don't even want to take the step of finding out about it. We have the same issues with mammograms. We do the mobile mammography program now also.
And you have the same problem
we
with
really
women.
encourage. There are some times that women don't like to get mammograms, but these are two simple, painless tests. If you call a blood draw painless, it's relatively painless. That people can do, and then they know if they need to get further in touch with their doctor and do further tests. But I think there's just a degree of avoidance and not wanting to know, but not wanting to know can lead to serious problems down the road.
Right.
And if you find that you have a problem early enough, then you can often treat it without it being, without being fatal later on. So
it's better to find
that's
out
really
early.
Exactly. It's better to find out early rather than to face a debilitating or fatal illness later on. It's just a matter, I think, of education. And
that's
really,
the key, education.
Right.
Because it's what we don't know that can harm us.
Exactly.
But what we do know, we can change.
Right.
And find a way to prolong our lives, But
right.
it's what we don't know.
Right.
It's the big weapon
exactly,
against us.
Exactly. So the more information we can get out on programs such as yours is helpful to educating people, I believe.
Well, we're sure glad that you're here today. I want to talk to you a little bit about your fundraising events, and you have what's called Fleur de Fête.
Right.
Did I pronounce that correct?
Fleur de Fête. It's held in May and every year, and it's a wine tasting party.
Okay.
And it's wildly popular. People need to get their tickets early because we sell out. And it's local wine vendors come together and local restaurants come together and serve tasting of the wonderful foods that they prepare, and the proceeds go to Dayton Area Heart and Cancer, and we've done this event for a number of years, and it's been very, very successful. It's a lot of fun. Good food, good wine.
And all the money stays right here in this chapter.
Yes,
here.
And all the money that we raise stays right here. We're not a chapter, we're a totally local organization. We don't pay dues to any national organization.
So you're totally locally
yes,
together here.
Yes, and we do welcome charitable contributions. Many people donate money in memory of loved ones. Many people put us in their wills. Almost every family is touched by either heart disease or cancer.
In one way or another.
Right, in one way or another.
Right.
So we do welcome. We've had some good bequests to us, and we welcome and those kinds of contributions.
Now, what is your primary source of funding right now? Is it through...
It's contributions as well as the revenue that we get from some of the services. We do have some revenue from our fitness centers and from our screening businesses.
So it's
we
basically...
we use the revenue and charitable contributions to provide services to people that can't afford them. So we do a certain number of free mammograms, for example. And we occasionally provide free memberships to our fitness centers for people that can't afford it. And we also have a whole program, service division that provides prescription assistance with prescription medications for people with heart disease and cancer.
Because I know that a lot of people can't, the medication is so costly.
Yes.
One prescription could be several hundreds of dollars.
Absolutely.
Just one prescription, and,
right.
And many of these people are on 2 or 3, 4 different prescriptions.
That's right, and many people don't have insurance, or if they do, it may not cover prescription drugs. So we do use our charitable contributions to help support people that can't afford. Many times it's a choice between food and your medication.
Yeah.
You know, and that's tough.
You have to have your food and you have to have your medication, so it's like,
right.
Which do you choose
That's
from?
a tough choice.
Which do you choose from? I want to ask you, for the viewers, if you could give us a phone number and maybe your address where people who would like to listen to today would like to send a contribution or get in contact with you, and maybe perhaps for volunteering. Do you have volunteers too?
We do. We are using volunteers, and we are looking to use more volunteers as we move into the future. So
let's have a number so that our viewers, I think I already know it, it's 223-4117.
That's correct.
Is that correct? I've memorized the number.
That is correct.
223-4117. And they can ask to speak directly to you then?
They can speak to me, yes.
An assistant or something like that. And I would like for you to come back again in a couple of months and talk about this big promotion that, not promotion, but fundraiser that you're having in May.
Okay, I'd be glad to do that.
Thanks so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me here today.
There's more to come on the William Pace Show. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Gene Farkas for being my guest this evening and for sharing such valuable information with us. If you're interested in finding out more about these programs, facilities, and screenings available from the Dayton Area Heart and Cancer Association, you can call them at 223-4117 or toll free at 888-221-4004, or visit their website at makingdifferences.org. That's all for tonight. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Fairy tales can come true, they can happen to you if you're young at heart. For this heart you will find to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh in your dreams for the part that seems, and life life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either on your heart or on the way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you derive out of being alive. And this is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. If you're young at heart, for it's hard you will find to be narrow of mind. If you're young at heart, you can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when dreams fall apart at the seam. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either on your heart or on the way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you derive out of being alive. And this is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.